I'm joined now by, I wanted to say sophomore, but junior quarterback Brock Bradley. How's that sound? A little bit better to be junior this year?
Yeah, it's a little different, but good to be back for year two.
So talk a little bit about the summer you guys had. I know you guys had a very successful summer, 7-on-7. Take us through just a couple of the highlights and really what you guys felt like you got out of the 7-on-7 experience.
Yes, sir. So this year we actually won 2 of them, so it was good to kind of go to those college 7-on-7s. It's always good for the team, and just to rep our formations, our plays, stuff like that. It's always good going into the 11-on-11.
Now, from one of the things that I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong here, 7-on-7, it's kind of started really getting a snowball, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and their competition was actually a little bit really elevated to the next step this year. Did you find more competition at 7-on-7 this year?
Yes, sir, absolutely. It's definitely growing every year. So, but like I said, man, it's just good to get out there, and kind of have like a laid back, not full 11-on-11. Kind of get to rep your concepts and stuff like that, and just get familiar with the guys I'm throwing the ball to and timing aspect of it, all that kind of stuff. So
coming out of spring practice last year, you and I talked off the air, and one of the things you said was a goal for you this summer as one of the team's leaders is to, with so many new players coming in, gel the team and kind of become a more cohesive unit. Not that you weren't, but you just with so many new faces. Did you accomplish that goal this summer?
Absolutely, and it goes back to Coach V's program. It starts with him. Just putting on our token every day, putting in our pebble, whatever you want to call it. It's been a pretty steady summer, and it's good when you show up, and he talks about being consistent. I feel like we've been really consistent as a whole unit this summer.
So that, last year too, finish up in November. Yeah, I mean, I was there. People didn't want to leave the field. We were playing so well at the end of that season. You wanted another game, but obviously it didn't work out that way. Yep. Has it felt like an eternity just to get to this point because you guys were so ready to keep going?
Yes, sir, it has. I personally have been itching to get back on that field since that Pelham game, and you're right. I feel like we picked up a lot of speed towards the end of the season, so just ready to get back out there with the guys.
You look like you put on a little bit more weight this summer with the weight program, and again, that's a natural progression. That's not, big jump from year 1 to year 2, and now from year 2 to year 3.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys seeing more players progress through that weight program?
Absolutely, and it goes back to Coach V and what he's all about. He's hard on us in the weight room. It sucks at times, but I think it really pays off. When you step on the field Friday night and you're going to be, the most physical team out there. So
it's hard not to these days follow your recruitment a little bit on Facebook and all the posts. Yep. Is that something that takes a little bit more of a back seat now that you're heading into the season, or is it something that actually ramps up more in season?
Yes, sir. So, it's picked up for me a little bit. Things are starting to get more serious, but I'm really focused on winning games and, kind of put a pause to that right now. So, yeah.
All right, if I was going to ask you one thing to describe in one word what to expect out of the 2024 Jags this season, what can we expect?
I would just say together. This group, it just feels like we're together. One heartbeat. I feel like we've got the healthiest locker room we've had. Guys want to win and guys want to play for each other. So I'm looking forward to this season for sure.
Would you say that, and again, it's nothing negative about the previous regimes, but you guys kind of came in with Coach V.
Yep.
So is this kind of the first year you really feel like it's going to be 100% his program? A lot of those guys from the previous regimes have graduated. Now you got basically everybody doing it his way, all the way?
Yeah, so third year for Coach V. So some of those seniors, they had multiple coaching staffs. So I definitely feel like, my group of will be juniors this year. We're the first freshman group with Coach V. So that's been, a blessing. That's been good to kind of have his, go by his rules and really be adjusted to, his style of coaching. So I definitely feel like, the freshmen, sophomore, and juniors this year, they've done it. They've been in Coach V's program, so that'll pay off for us for sure.
Last question, I was going to ask you about some of your personal goals, but one thing I've learned about you over the years, your personal goals are really team goals.
Yeah.
And which is, I think, is one of the things that speaks about your character. But
yes,
are you guys kind of excited to see some new faces across the field making the jump to 6A? We've talked with several coaches. 6A is almost can be. A lot of people consider 6A more competitive than 7A.
Yeah.
It's a deeper road to go. You got an extra round of playoffs. You got more teams to go through.
Yep.
But are you guys excited to see some new faces across the field from you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely bittersweet. Not playing some of these teams that we've always played, but it's going to be good to see some new faces, like you said, and we're just excited to get back there and take it week by week and just try to win every week. So
yeah, but you did keep Hoover on the schedule, which I know was big to Coach V to keep that crosstown rival, which I know again it's just an important and it's a fun game to play. So we wish you the best this season, Brock.
Sir.
We'll be talking to you throughout, and go Jags.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.